Oscars are adding a best stunt design in 2027. This is an effort on the part of the Oscars to actually include more popular movies, action movies. I do think that the art
69.
of stunts has been largely ignored, but having spoken to stuntmen that I have met, they kind of don't like to be acknowledged because they want to remain anonymous. It makes you lose the illusion that so I don't know, could we get the crux of this story? But I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think it's kind of a pandering category.
In a landmark move, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has announced the introduction of a new Oscar category for stunt design, set to debut at the 100th Academy Awards in 2028. This long-awaited recognition comes after years of advocacy by stunt professionals, led by director and former stuntman David Leitch and veteran stunt designer Chris O'Hara. Their efforts, along with growing industry support, convinced the Academy's Board of Governors to finally honor the artistry and collaboration behind stunts, a cornerstone of cinema since its earliest days. The new award celebrates the creativity, innovation, and risk-taking of stunt teams, marking a historic victory for the stunt community and reaffirming their vital role in cinematic storytelling.
Yeah, I like this idea for the most part, but they already do a separate ceremony for technical achievements. I think this, I don't know, does this ruin the magic? Who's going to accept the award? The stunt coordinator, the head of the team?
I think
the person who does the stunt? What do you guys think? Is this a good move? And this is maybe another desperate attempt by the Academy to save the dwindling ratings for the Oscars.
Here's my perspective on this. This is the only Academy Award category that you could die doing.
Right.
And have frequently.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Thoughts?
Yeah. I like this. They don't get enough credit. A lot of the movies we love, it's all because of the stunt and fight scenes. Like Star Wars, the reason you like all those lightsaber fights is Nick Gillard. He's the one that came up with all those fights, and the same with all those other ones. So yeah, I find that they're not relegated to another building another day.
Because they give Academy Awards to special effects, the fake stuff. This is the real stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I think to lean into what Chris said earlier is I know a lot of stunt performers too. They don't want to be acknowledged or recognized because if they're caught, it ruins, like as you said, it ruins the illusion. They want you to think the actor is actually doing it. They even tell the actors to say, yes, you did your own stunt. Just don't let it go on me. So the question that I would have is, would it be like the producer or the stunt coordinator accepting on the stunt their team's behalf? Because I mean, I know a lot of stunt guys, they don't ever want to be interviewed. They just don't. They don't care. They're like, oh, what am I doing? I'm jumping off this elevator into a shaft or into a crash mat. That's good for me. Here we go. That's all they care about. They don't care about the rewards or accolades. In fact, all they care about really is sharing the stories of when a stunt almost went bad, but they managed to recover and save the shot. Like that's what they like to do. That's their bread and butter.
Yeah. So I have a question. That it says that this whole thing was led by, a certain, I can't remember his name. You just read it in the article. There's been a huge push for this. Yeah. So there's been a push for this. Is not everybody behind it then?
Enough that they had to convince the board of directors or the board of governors rather.
Yeah. I think, look, there are stuntmen that prefer to be anonymous. There are, but the Oscars is a show at the end of the day. Ratings play a big part of ad rates. And if you've seen, the Oscars is not the relevant social experience. There used to be, the Super Bowl and the Oscars, and the Oscars used to be known as the gay Super Bowl, oddly enough. And I love both. I never miss the Super Bowl. I always watch the Oscars, but the ratings, people care less and less. Where does that come from? Probably being lectured by elites and millionaires turns people off. I think that's the big part. Not being gracious and humble. We saw a speech at CinemaCon, keep bringing it up, but by Tom Cruise, who could be so humble. He is so grateful I get to do this crazy job where I entertain you and get paid millions. It's if only everyone had Tom Cruise's attitude, Hollywood wouldn't be in as much trouble as they are. So I really think this is about ratings, because they could easily do stunt coordinator and put that with the technical awards. Anyone else?
I think Tom Cruise should be the presenter for all of them.
Sorry,
sorry, Steph.
Sorry, what?
No, I'm sending Chris. I'm sending you a video on Twitter.
Is it the private chat or something I should show?
On Twitter, yeah. Because
What are you laughing?
An unlikely person is she's like taking credit for it because she says manifestation. And it came true.
No, is this no? I have to show this. I have to show this now. I have to show it. I can't not show it. Wait, I have to go.
Hit
hang on.
present.
Yes. Is this on your feed?
No, I just sent it as a video.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
I put it. I was going to post it, but I ended up not doing it.
Okay.
I just thought it was funny.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
We're professionals. Don't
I
worry.
have to make this. Okay, here we go. And wait.
Yeah, dox yourself.
Where is this?
Add category and
Back up.
You can. So if you right click, you can open it in a new tab.
would add a stunt category and also a
I can't just.
I know she does that to everybody.
category
was Rachel's
and
segment.
also a choreography category.
All right.
You would add a stunt category.
So Rachel's
That's like having
Zegler
a conversation with
taking
Rachel
credit for doing that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was funny.
Sorry, guys.
Boomer.